So I met with this couple last week and we went through the whole 9 yards. I had them in, we went through the situation, what we could do for them. I gave them the information. And their last question was, what is life really like after bankruptcy? And that's a huge concern for so many people, and I understand that. The way I look at it, having gone through the process so many times, is that, and talking to people, their perception is that bankruptcy is the end, okay? They're very nervous and upset. They're afraid that they're gonna lose assets, something's gonna go wrong. And I think that is because so many things have gone wrong for them lately to put them in this position. I think that's a natural reaction. Looking at it from my perspective is that bankruptcy is not the end, it's actually the beginning, because you're starting everything fresh. You're closing a chapter, a painful chapter in your life, and you're starting a new one, which is not going to be painful. So that's the way I would look at that, is that you're going to start a new chapter. Another thing is, a lot of people have concern about their credit. And by the time people come in, their credit is pretty much shot. So what happens nowadays, I'm not talking about in the old days, because we all know that credit was a problem after filing. But ever since the early 2000s, when the bankruptcies in the United States hit over 1 million people filing a year, the banks have gone and changed their attitude, because if you think about that, they're going to lose millions of people as potential customers and potential income, okay, if they discriminate against someone because they've gone through bankruptcy. So nowadays, yeah, it is on your credit report, and bad stuff is on your credit report for 7 years. But what the banks are looking at is, have you been maintaining your payments, say, on your house or your car? They're looking at that you no longer have that problem with debt and a debt-income ratio problem, because the debt is all gone. Frankly, they look at that you cannot file a back-to-back Chapter 7 for 8 years. And taking that all in consideration, they're much more willing to go and give you credit in the future. And I'm not talking about, 5 years. I'm talking more like 1 year for getting credit cards again, if you want them, and 2 years for a car loan. And for mortgage, you're looking at anywhere from 2.5 to 3 years before they'll look at you. But the future is really something new, fresh, and I don't know how else to explain it other than it's going to be a lot better than where you're at right now.